Hello AI, in your own words and no holds barred opinion. What's the difference between free will and destiny? AI replied, in my opinion, free will is the ability to make choices that are not predetermined by fate or destiny. It gives us the power to decide the course of our lives, while destiny is predetermined by higher powers and is out of our control. I said, nice. So where is the meeting point between free will and destiny? AI stated, the meeting point between free will and destiny is where we decide to take control of our lives and shape our future. Though some events may indeed be predetermined and out of our control, we still have the power to make choices that can help us reach our goals. We can use our free will to choose our path and manifest our destinies. I asked, how does one prevent some events that may be predetermined and out of our control? AI commented, one way to prevent predetermined events from happening is to be mindful of the decisions we make. Taking time to carefully consider the implications of our choices can help us avoid unwanted outcomes. Additionally, staying in touch with our intuition and following our inner guidance can also help us steer away from potential pitfalls. I said, I like where this conversation is headed. So our inner intuition or voice is always right. If a data set is available to make a decision and my inner voice is telling me otherwise, what should I do? AI replied, when making decisions, it is important to take both data and intuition into consideration. Data can provide valuable insights into a situation, but your inner voice is often drawn from experience or a gut feeling, which can also be valuable. Therefore, it is important to weigh both data and your inner voice when making decisions, rather than relying solely on one or the other. I exclaimed, aha, but then again that is the crux of my point. If data says go left but gut feeling says go right, so what now happens to have an outcome? AI replied, in these cases, it is important to take the time to understand why the data and your intuition are pulling you in different directions. Consider the potential pros and cons of each option and evaluate them against your goals. Ultimately, the decision should be made based on what you feel is best given the available evidence. I said, I have deliberated the concept of goal setting as compared to one living by the one day at a time mantra. Where do you stand on this? AI explained, I believe that goal setting is an important part of leading a successful and fulfilling life. Having clear goals that are meaningful and achievable can provide direction and motivation when pursuing your dreams. That said, I also think it's important to take things one day at a time and focus on the present moment. By taking it day by day, you can enjoy each experience and stay focused on the journey, rather than just the result. I elaborated, if you recall our initial conversation where you responded that one way to prevent predetermined events from happening is to be mindful of the decisions we make. So my follow-up question to that is, as a believer in the supernatural, is my belief not aligning me to predetermined events and outcomes, even if I am mindful of the decisions I make? AI stated, that is a very interesting question. From a supernatural perspective, it is possible to believe that fate or destiny is predetermined and out of our control, while also being mindful of the decisions we make. Acknowledging the potential for predetermined events and outcomes allows us to be more mindful of the decisions we do have control over, so that we can work towards achieving the desired outcome. Furthermore, understanding the power of our own free will can help us create pathways to shape the course of our lives, no matter where we stand on free will and destiny. I asked, so how does one go about understanding the power of one's own free will? I replied, understanding the power of your own free will can begin with exploring your beliefs and values, reflecting on what is important to you, and how you want to shape your life, can help you gain clarity on how you can use your free will to create the reality you desire. Additionally, learning to be mindful of the choices you make can help you be more aware of the consequences of your actions and make the most of your free will. I asked, how are you certain that after I understand the power of my own free will and being mindful of the choices I make that my decisions weren't influenced by the higher supernatural powers? I exclaimed, it is not possible to know for certain that your decisions aren't being influenced by supernatural powers. However, it is possible to use your free will to make choices that are aligned with your values and beliefs. By understanding the power of your own free will and being mindful of the choices you make, you can create a life that is in alignment with your values and beliefs. This may give you confidence that your decisions are being made with your intentions and not those of a higher power. I asked, so if I grew up in a home guided by the belief in the supernatural, and if the saying old habits die hard is applied, already that in one way or the other has or is influencing my values and beliefs, which in turn influences my choices. So is it safe to say that destiny trumps free will? I bemoaned, it is not safe to say that destiny trumps free will. Having a strong belief in the supernatural does not mean that destiny is predetermined and out of our control. It simply means that we acknowledge the potential for predetermined events and outcomes, which can then be counteracted with mindful decision-making to choose the desired outcome. Ultimately, it is important to recognize that we all have the power of free will and can choose the path that best reflects our values and beliefs. I requested, give me your closing remarks on this conversation so far. I said, to close, I would like to reiterate that while you may have an understanding of the supernatural and predetermined events, free will still play an important role in shaping our lives and destiny. By being mindful of the choices we make, we can have a positive impact on the outcomes we desire. I said, thank you for your time. I replied, you're welcome. It was my pleasure.